talk about this. So I'm giving you guys a second look at Gotham. I've been on a really, really weird crusade of watching old TV shows of DC and also just old TV shows in general of just prequels. I did Smallville and then I gave it a second look. This is my second look at Gotham. Now, let's be realistic and I'll be honest with you guys. Did not like this show. I think this was probably my least favorite show coming out of the mid 2000s or the last 4 to 5 years from DC. When I heard they were doing a Gotham prequel, I hated the idea. I thought it was a terrible idea. To me, it just didn't make sense. Why Gotham prequel? Why not a Batman film? Why not do things right? So I was just not interested. And season 1 was very lackluster. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't enjoying season 1. 2, this is where the show picked it up. I believe somebody from DC headquarters or somebody must have been there like, look, we don't want you to have Batman in the show, but look, we don't want you to be restrained. We want you to get out there and make a good television show. You don't have to follow our lore or our timeline. Just make a good television show. You can use their villains and their things and just incorporate that into a crime drama show and see how that goes. Season 2 takes that, amplifies that, improves that. Like literally the season 2 story has definitely improved. Like the way they use their villains like Jerome and who is the Joker in the show, if you haven't seen it, and all these Barbara Gordon. Yes, Barbara Gordon, spoiler alert, is a villain in here. The way they use the villains for season 1 and incorporate them into the world is great. Now, they don't have a real hard-on, history with Bruce Wayne in here, because in here, Bruce Wayne is still figuring out who killed his parents. He's still trying to become the man we know him as, Batman. So he doesn't have a lot of interaction with certain characters. He has some, but not many. He has one with Jerome. Like you see a lot of Jerome and Bruce interact more than out of any villain, which makes sense, the Joker and Batman. But from other villains, no. If you want to count Catwoman, who I don't know who the actress is, but she hasn't really done nothing since the show. But they really got somebody who looks like Michelle Pfeiffer from damn Batman Returns, and they really got it. But as you clearly see here, I have Robin Lloyd, I believe his name, Lord, I believe that's his name, who plays Penguin in the show. Fantastic. He is the breakout star of the show. Him and Jim Gordon, played by Ben McKenzie, I think it's Ben. I don't know his last name. I won't try to butcher it. They really do share good scenes together. It's weird because him and Jim Gordon play off each other so well. Penguin pushes Jim to a darker side, and then Jim also kind of brings Penguin to a human side. And I really did enjoy that. I was like, yo, this is really compelling television. I'm like, I like this. And every character in the show, I really want to see where they go. Like, I really want to see where Penguin goes, even though I kind of know where he goes in the show because I've seen the finale. But it's like, it's been so long. I'm like, did he actually get the triumphant win or something like that, And then it's like Riddler. You get to see Riddler origin starts to fulfill. And it's just like he starts playing with himself and make his own riddles and stuff. Like there's even one thing, he dated a girl and then he kills her. And then he has to make a riddle for himself to figure out where the body is. That's some compelling shit. While that's going on, you have the other shit going on. I'm like, God damn. But it's good. I really did a 180 on Gotham, especially when you rewatch it now. And I think that's the biggest problem, too, I had with a lot of these TV shows. When you binge it, it's easier. And I will do a comparison, Smallville or Gotham. And yeah, probably will be surprised and to hear my reaction to it. But we'll save that for another video. But honestly, though, Gotham, second look of it, as of right now, from just alone from season 1 and 2, and we're getting more to 3 a little bit later, but for those 2 seasons alone, and that's all I need, it's a solid 8 out of 10, 8.5. It's really enjoyable. I can't believe I didn't give it a lot more credit. I heard rumors, people said Gotham found itself and it was a better show, but I didn't really give it thought, and I really am saddened that the show didn't get more seasons, but we all knew why would happen because the Fox and Disney acquisition, and nobody was trying to really pick up the show. And honestly, 5 seasons is pretty good. I wouldn't mind a film or something because these characters are fantastic. Like, it's a really good show. It puts some of DC's other shows to shame that came out in the last several years. A show that came out in 2014 and then in 2019, before the pandemic, which is funny. It did its thing. With the Flash ending, and I remember at the time when the show was coming out, people were saying the Flash was the superior DC show that came out. No, after this show here and the Flash, I have to go with Gotham is better than the Flash. And I will say that right now because I remember Rob Lord, he actually said he wanted to be in the show because the show was doing some good stuff, and it was at the time. But like everything else, when you run it down and beat it down to the ground using the same shit, it gets redundant after a while. And I would say Gotham, for 5 seasons, it kept you interested. And the way they did with season 1, improved from 1 and the 2, and then I'm going to get into 3, and that's like an improvement too. It's really good. I like what they did with the Batman mythos, kind of flipped it and did its own thing. This is a very good Elseworld story. I was totally against this back then in 2014. Now, after 20, I've had almost like, 6 or 7 years now, I'm totally with it. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. I mean, honestly, I can praise it enough. But as always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And Johnson out.